How far in advance should you make a cake? This is what we'll be discussing in this particular video. Not just your cake. How far in advance can you make your buttercream, your fondant, your decorations and everything? This is what I'll be teaching you in my today's video or in today's class. I know most of you have heard what we call emergency cakes. Do you understand? So emergency cakes are cakes that you order within 24 hours and it is delivered to you within 24 hours. I will also tell you how we do that and how we execute those assignments. So please make sure you watch this video to the end. I'll also be teaching you my own method of making cakes in advance. Like I'll give you a timetable. Like let's say for instance, someone orders a birthday cake on Sunday. When should you start baking it? Or maybe someone needs wedding cake by December. When should you start baking? So these are all the things I'll be treating in this particular video. So make sure you watch to the end. And to my new subscribers, you are welcome. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, thank you so much for coming. You can subscribe and enjoy the knowledge you get from here. And also to my old subscribers, thank you so much. So let's get right into the video. Making your cakes in advance gives you a more beautiful result, makes your cakes to stand out, because when you begin to make your cake in such pressure or tension, you notice that it's that you make mistakes in the recipe, you can make mistakes in the decoration and so many other things. But if you are able to make your cakes in advance, it means that you are going to come out with 100% perfect work. Now this particular video is for those that have fridge or don't have fridge. Do you understand? So let's say for instance someone needs a birthday cake and the person ordered for the birthday cake. Today is Monday, right? Someone ordered for a birthday cake and the person ordered for the birthday cake on Monday, and the person tells you that he or she needs the birthday cake on Sunday, and you don't even have fridge and all that or freezer. So when should you bake the cake? You are meant to bake your cakes on a Thursday. Bake your cakes on a Thursday. After baking the cakes, allow it to cool down and use what we call a cling film to wrap your cake. This is what I mean by cling film. You know this leather, this leather-like stuff. So use it to wrap around your cake. After wrapping it around your cake, then you also use your foil. This is a foil to also wrap the cake properly and just keep it on your table to avoid it attracting ants and any other microorganisms flying around your environment. So just keep it there. So that is how far in advance you can bake your cake if you don't have a fridge. But if you have a fridge or if you have a freezer, if someone orders for a cake on Monday, when some people already have flour, sugar, everything at their studio. So definitely if someone orders for a cake on a Monday and you have the time, you can start baking on Monday. After baking, keep it on your table. Please make sure you allow it to cool. After it cools, then use your cling film. This is your cling film, right? Use your cling film, wrap it, and then use your foil to also wrap it. Then place it in your freezer so that it's going to freeze. Then anytime you want to use it, just bring it out. Anytime you want to decorate it, just bring it out from the fridge or from the freezer. Keep it on your table. Please don't decorate frozen cakes or cakes that just came out from the fridge, please. So when you bring out your cake, just keep it on your table. Allow it to defrost. Once it defroses, you understand, you can begin to level your cakes. You can begin to decorate your cakes. Let's say for instance you have a wedding cake order. When should you start baking the cakes? I know that most of you have seen so many gigantic cakes and you're wondering how do they even bake these cakes and the rest. First of all, if someone orders a wedding cake, you know, wedding cakes is not something you are meant to rush. So you need to take your time. So you need to bake it ahead of time. You can bake your wedding cakes 1 month ahead. You can bake your wedding cakes 2 months ahead. Do you understand? So let's say for instance, someone needs a wedding cake by the month of March. You can bake that wedding cake in January. Do you understand? Or the person needs a wedding cake in the month of, it depends on how big the cake is. Do you understand? So all you need to do is, after baking all those cakes, allow it to cool down, then just wrap it with your cling film. Wrap each of them with your cling film, then wrap with your foil. After wrapping with your foil, then place it inside your freezer, allow it to freeze. Then let's say the day you want to start decorating, you can just remove it allow it to defrost before you start working on the cake. So you can work on your wedding cakes, you can bake your wedding cakes 1 month ahead so that you're able to do other things. Don't worry, I will still come and I will still tell you how to prepare the days you are meant to start and the rest. Like this video, that's the only way you can support me. Share this video with your friends and just click on the subscribe button to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are on 40,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for all your support. Then talking about buttercream, how far in advance can you make your buttercream? You can make your buttercream 1 month in advance. Just place it in your fridge and it is good to go. Anytime you want, you can just go and take the ones you want and use. Now, when I used to make emergency cakes, I used to make like 15 kg of butter icing. I'll just pop it in my fridge. So after making my buttercream, I make sure that I don't add color. So when the person now orders, I can now bring out, just pull out the ones, just put it in your fridge so that it's not be too blocked when you want to use it. Just put it in your normal fridge, please, not freezer. I'll just take out the ones I want, do you understand, and use for the cake. Please make sure you make your buttercreams ahead of time, especially if you're into emergency cakes. Buttercream can last for at least 1 month in the fridge, and it can last for at least 1 week without fridge. So if you don't have fridge, do you understand, you can make your buttercream 1 week ahead of time. So let's say for instance someone needs a birthday cake on Sunday and the person ordered the cake on Monday. You can make your buttercream on Monday or on Tuesday. It can last till the day you want to use it, so it's still okay. Now coming down to fondant icing, you can make your fondant icing 1 month ahead of time. You know, fondant icing is very, very stressful, so please, you need to choose a day. You can just wake up one morning, one sweet morning, no stress, everything is so calm, and just tell yourself, today I'm going to make fondant icing. So if you're always having cake orders, like at least you normally have like, let's say 2 to 3 cake orders coming in a week, you can just say, okay, on Monday I want to make at least 3 kg of fondant icing. You just keep it. Please don't add colors to it. Just make it and make sure you wrap it in a clean film. After wrapping it in a clean film, then wrap it in a foil and put it in a container. You know this custard rubber, just put it in that custard rubber and cover it, or you can look for a cooler and also cover it so that it will just stay warm, so that to avoid it drying out. And also, I know that you have seen let's say cake orders that comes with sugar flowers, cake orders that come with fondant toppers. You know those fondant cartoon character toppers and the rest, or maybe fondant shoes, fondant slippers, and any fondant decorations. If it comes with it, you can make it ahead of time. You can make it 2 weeks ahead of time. You can make it 3 months ahead of time. Let's say for instance you have a birthday cake order and it comes with fondant, all those fondant cartoon characters. You can make it let's say 2 months ahead of time and just keep it. You can make it 1 week ahead of time and just keep it, because you need to allow it to dry much properly. It is very, very important, because if I am decorating my cake today and the client is picking the cake today, and you're making your fondant decorations today, you will notice that your work is going to look very, very tacky, and you will notice that some of the fondant toppers are either breaking, they are falling apart, they are not even stable, and you'll be wondering why, because you didn't allow it to dry, you didn't give it enough time to dry. So if you have sugar, or somebody ordered for a wedding cake that has sugar flowers, so if your wedding cakes has sugar flowers, start making your sugar flowers 3 months ahead of time. That is why there are some kind of wedding cakes design that will come. If it is an emergency design, I will definitely tell the client, these flowers, I can't achieve it in 1 month's time, please. Do you understand? Based on how much, or maybe if you have helping hands, if you have people that can help you, it's okay. So please, you need to study your wedding cake order. So if that wedding cake is coming with a lot of flowers with it and so many fondant characters and the rest, you need to make it. You can make it 3 months ahead of time. You can make it 2 months ahead of time. You can even make it 1 month ahead of time. Just give it time to dry out. So it's very important. Now let me give you a typical example for birthday cakes and also for wedding cakes. Let's say for instance Mr. A ordered for a birthday cake on a Sunday. He needs his birthday cake on Sunday and he just ordered the cake on Monday. So when should I bake the cake? So if I am a baker, definitely I already have my ingredients at home. I have my flour, my sugar and the rest. On a Tuesday, I can start baking that cake. I will bake the cake, or I can still bake the cake on that Monday. After baking it, allow it to cool down. After cooling down, then use your cling film to wrap it, use your foil to also wrap it, and then put it in your freezer. Do you understand? But after baking on a Monday, on a Tuesday, I'm going to make maybe if it is a buttercream, I'll make my buttercream. If it is a fondant icing, I'll make my fondant icing on that Tuesday. Still on that Tuesday, if it has some paper toppers, any cutouts or things, I'll go and print in the cyber cafe. I will still use that Tuesday, because to make butter icing for birthday cakes doesn't take much time. To make fondant icing for birthday cakes doesn't take much time. So I will still have a lot of time on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I will just run around, bring all the toppers together, like bring everything, make sure everything is in check. That is Tuesday. Then for on Wednesday, if you are a baker if you make your cake boxes yourself, you can make the cake boxes on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, you can just relax and do other things. Then on Friday, bring out the cake from the freezer. Bring it out from the freezer. Please listen to this process. Once you bring out the cake from your freezer, allow it to defrost for like 3 hours. So you have to wake up early in the morning, let's say by 6 o'clock, then bring it out from the freezer. From that 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, it is going to defrost. Please don't decorate a cake that is still frozen. Please, it is very important, because if you decorate a cake that is already frozen, you will notice that when it now starts releasing its molecules, when it starts releasing its water molecules, you will notice that your fondant will begin to sweat, your butter icing might begin to sweat, your whipped cream might begin to sweat. Please just make sure you allow your cakes to defrost before decoration. So once you bring out your cake from the freezer, keep it on the table for like 3 hours, allow it to defrost. Then you can level your cake. After leveling your cake, you can begin to stack up your cake. After stacking up your cake, you can now cover it in buttercream, in fondant, or whatsoever. So definitely you can do the decoration, because you don't even have much stress. You can just finish the decoration, or you can stack your cakes. After stacking your cakes, pop it back into the fridge. It is still your choice, but I prefer that Friday I'll just decorate everything, because my toppers are ready, my fondant is ready, I don't really have, my fillings are ready, my butter icing is ready, so you're not really waiting for anything again. So just decorate everything. So once you finish decorating, snap the cake and send to your clients. And sometimes it is good to decorate your cakes in advance, like 1 day before the event. The cake should be ready. Do you know why? There are some clients that will call you, oh my goodness, I am so sorry, please, I need the cake on Saturday, it is not even on Sunday again. And do you see it? So you notice that making your cakes ahead of time is very important. Now let's come down to wedding cakes. So let's say for instance a client reaches out to you and tells you that she needs wedding cakes match. Do you understand? So you can start baking. I will start baking that cake in the month of January. After baking, sometimes I can even use 2 days to bake the cake in the month of January. After baking that cake, just the way I said, use your cling film and wrap the cake. Then use your foil and also wrap the cake. After wrapping the cake, place the cake in your freezer and allow it to freeze till you want to use it. Do you understand? Then after that, still in that month of January, if I am the only person working, if the wedding cake contains sugar flowers, toppers, and so many other things, I will begin to make it in that January. Like I have a lot of time, I'll begin to make it, store it, save it. And because you know sugar flowers are very, very fragile. If you don't allow it to dry very well, you will notice that on that day your sugar flowers are breaking and the rest. So please make sure your sugar flowers are intact. You make it ahead of time, so you can still make it in the month of January. If it has toppers, maybe you don't have acrylic toppers, you can go and print your acrylic toppers, or you go and source for your materials, like all the materials, everything should be in check. Then for your fondant icing, make your fondant icing in the month of February. Then make your butter icing in the month of February too. But you can make your butter icing in the month of February and in the month of January and store it in your fridge. Nothing will happen to it. Do you understand? Then in the month of February, you don't really have much to do. Let's say the person needs the cake by first week of March. Do you understand? So all you need to do is that you need to decorate that cake on the last week of February. So making things in advance is very, very important. So that is just it. So I just hope this video has cleared some of your doubts and that you understand what I said in this video. If you have any question concerning this video, I'll be at the comment section waiting for your question. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, Make sure you like, make sure you comment. This is the only way you can support this channel. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye.